In Hojlund and Garnacho, Erik Ten Hag trusts. Big compliment coming in through from Erik Ten Hag as we get into the 20th match of our Premier League season. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And here we come to obviously bring you the latest news and information as far as Man United is concerned. And don't forget to smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So it's really a big one that Man United is really gonna face Nottingham today, and we are here to obviously try to relate Erik Ten Hag trusting in these other players that he is gonna hate obviously talk about. Young in talent, it shows you a very huge paradigm shift that everyone needs to put an eye to, because it doesn't come as easy as you think. Trusting in young players who are not more than 20 years shows you exactly what the manager is going to have to make as a decision in this season. Right. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and now let's see what Ten Hag is going to have to say about Rasmus Hojlund. He has said, I trust him. I knew he could. His goals in the Champions League showed he could. What he did as a player in Austria and Italy. This goal will give him belief he's going to score more goals from this point. So the big word is trust. The big word is trust, because he knows what it means to build a team around a young player like Rasmus Hojlund, and pressure was really impounding onto the lad every time he really played a game and never really scored. But I wonder why pundits are really saying it now, yet it was evident that the boy was lacking service to an extent that even the goal he scored, he needed an assist coming in through from again the captain of Aston Villa, meaning that however much he scored, there was no deliberate effort to identify him and see to it that he obviously scores. You get, so that is something we should really eradicate. But my best pick out of this is what Erik Ten Hag is going to have to say about this young man, because he trusts him. And Rasmus Hojlund is the certified number 9 for the club of Manchester United. And if we really rectify all what goal creating or creating chances for him is concerned, he can get in those goals. He's more clinical, he's more composed, his build-up play is really great, and he holds onto the ball very well at that age, and no one really doubts his qualities, and the manager really trusts him. So that goal of Aston Villa pumps a lot of energy into him to obviously showcase exactly what he is made of, and I know his belief is going to be high. And today at the City ground, I really anticipate he's going to put up a show that everyone is yet to evidence, because at that age all you need is what we call a spark, and I think that's a spark for him to come in through and really score, because sometimes you don't score because you don't have confidence. Your confidence is limited, you get. But if you score a goal like that against Aston Villa that gave United 3 points, then it means a lot to everyone who really knows what scoring your maiden Premier League goal means, especially towards the straightforward end where fans were really roaring for this young lad. And it shows you that Ten Hag and his team are really in a very good mode, because more players are really getting back to where he deserves them to be, especially Rashford, because Rashford is the seniorest player in the forwards we are having at Man United, meaning that if he's not performing, you cannot really hold the burden or put the burden onto Rasmus Hojlund and Garnacho. You saw to it that it was very easy for Rasmus and Garnacho to perform when Rashford really got back, you get, because the burden was really so huge. So Rashford went ahead to hold his burden, and he held his cross, and he saw to it that even these others really went ahead to obviously thrive. And we anticipated that even today, Marcus Rashford will do exactly the same that he did when he was playing against Aston Villa in the midweek. So wait and see how that happens. But I tell you, a Rasmus Hojlund goal is expected. I expect a Rasmus Hojlund goal today. I don't know whether you guys do, but for my case, I really expect a Rasmus Hojlund goal to come in through tonight. Then on Alejandro Garnacho, you know, he said with Alejandro Garnacho on the right, you have a right-hander, a different player, a different type of player who can go inside but also outside. We want that dynamism with position changes, combinations, triangles, and from there serve our attacks. So one thing I like about Garnacho is that he's really a very good player when it comes to obviously shifting, you know, and he's really unpredictable. And by the way, he's a little bit unpredictable when he's playing off the left, but on the right, the way he cuts in, yet he has allowance to chop towards the byline, really confuses the opponent. And his sprints are really huge, you know, very fast, very direct, but that doesn't limit him as a player in his quality. So as he's just 19, you anticipate that a lot is on the cards for him to offer, and the manager Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to obviously show us that he really trusts in him and really loves the player. This season he has 5 goals, 3 in the Premier League, 1 in the Champions League, and 1 in the Carabao Cup, and that shows you that more is yet to come from this young lad. And today we anticipate a lot of performance from him, and this is what I want to see in the club of Manchester United. Competition, no player knowing that this position is mine. When you look how Garnacho has gone ahead to really change or turn around the team, turn around his form this season, you anticipate that it's going to be a big season for him. He's going to score very many goals, as the team of Man United has a lot of quality from the midfield that can obviously feed him a lot of chances to really see to it that he scores in goals. And I think a hat-trick is not far off from Garnacho to score, because he runs in good positions, and when you're really having him, Rasmus Hojlund and Rashford, they're some of the fastest players we've gone ahead to see at the club of Manchester United. And it reminds me about the front three that we used to have as Manchester United of Alex Tevez, Ronaldo, and Wayne Rooney. Sometimes Nani, Ronaldo, and Wayne Rooney. All that was a fast, you know, front three that caused a lot of problems to our opponents, because only those three could really torment any central defense. So when I see to it that we are having Garnacho, Rashford, Rasmus Hojlund, that front three is really huge. Then there is Amad Diallo, there is Pelestri, there is Anthony also on the cards, you know, vying for those positions. That shows you that we've gone ahead to build up a front that is fast and talented, that can break down any team. So our job is to see to it that we rectify the midfield such that these front three players are really fed on a constant basis or a continuous basis, because all you need to do is to get the ball to them and leave the rest for them, you know. And I think Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to obviously know that Kobe Menu, Eriksson in that midfield will do me what I want, and Scott McTominay needs to be dropped. And by the way, one of the reasons as why I'm going to come here and really feel bad is to see that Erik ten Hag will make a decision maybe to bring in Scott McTominay. I'll feel bad. I'll feel agitated, and I won't really understand exactly what the manager is all about. But I trust in him that he's not going to change this 11. It's going to be the same. Then we go to the other Ten Hag quote ahead of this game. He said, "We proved, despite the setbacks, not any team can deal with so many setbacks we had. The number of points we are not satisfied with, but you have to be pleased. When we have all the players back, the squad is strong against Liverpool, against Arsenal, Villa, the top 3 teams in the league. We went toe-to-toe. We can beat anyone." For me, I believe we can beat anyone, but the huge setbacks we've been really having as a side have gone ahead to really affect us a little bit. And I anticipate that save the best for the last, and this might be our season roundup. Saving the best for the last. That is it. And how do you save the best for the last? Let these players come in through in the second half of the season, and let's see how far we can go. And by the way, it might be a blessing in disguise. I tell you, we are having 31 points. You get? Liverpool is having 42 points. We are 11 points from the team leading the table. And Liverpool is still in the UEFA Europa League. Arsenal is still in the Champions League. Aston Villa also in the UEFA Europa League. Man City is still in the Champions League. And with those teams struggling, trust me, Manchester United, if we go on a run of like 5, 6, we are going to find ourselves in that top 4 very, very soon. We are going to find ourselves in that top 4 very, very soon, because I see our players being able to obviously do the needful. Their quality is there, and all we have to do is to see this team scoring more goals, because before we scored 3 against Aston Villa, we had gone 4 games without scoring, you know. 0-0 against Liverpool, 3-0 against Bournemouth, 2-0 against West Ham, 1-0 against Bayern Munich. But if we really make scoring a habit, then it will make it easy for us to win games, because it's very hard for us to lose a game we have gone ahead to score goals. So all we have to do is simple. Score those goals. After scoring those goals, the rest will be history. So guys, your thoughts on Erik ten Hag trusting Garnacho and Hojlund are welcome in the comment section below, and your predictions too for this encounter are welcome in the comment section below. And David remains my name. Don't forget to subscribe. We have come to the end of the year almost. Today is 30th, tomorrow is 31st, and we thank God for the gift of life. You know, the Muslims too, thank Allah for the gift of life. And I think it's high time we call it quits and really wait for the big moment to come in through. I think at around 6, I'll come in through and obviously upload one more video. I think it will be about transfers. Then later we'll get into what we call the match day live, as I bring you the confirmed team news. I'll sign out for now. See you later, my mates.